Hi friends, welcome back to Nook. So today I'm going to do a video that I've previously done in the past, but someone asked me to do it again because obviously I have more subscribers than when I did it in the past. But a lot of you guys seen me use that egg press for my boiled eggs or hard boiled eggs. So I usually use my 3-quart Instapot. Now I know I have talked to Robert. He goes, "Oh, are you using the reel?" And I'm like, it's just the two of us. We don't do a whole bunch of eggs all at once. Now, if I was doing like the family size, then I would, definitely use the Rio and do a bigger size. But it's just the two of us. And what I usually do is I have like these little liners like this for my 3-quart, my 6-quart, and my 8-quart. I do the eggs in these. This usually will fit about 14 eggs. We're not doing 14 eggs, I don't think, today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're doing 10 eggs today. But this works very well, and this works very nice for a steaming basket if you're steaming, sort of vegetables and the such. So when I do this, this is also the same kind of containers if you watched me do my hamburger. If you ever see me just open up the hamburger that's pre-cooked, this is easier to clean than the fine mesh is for me. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you over here and show you what I'm doing. I have my 3-quart Instapot out here, and I have my container here. So what I just do is I just put my eggs in the box here, in the little steamer container. And like I said, I think the most we've ever had in there is about 14. But Mark doesn't want to take very many eggs this week. So he says just do enough for like your salads and me a couple days. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Now usually I buy my eggs like in the 5 dozen things, so I always have a whole bunch. Now I have about a half a cup of water in here, and I go ahead and just put that in there. Now I do the 5-5-5. I don't know for sure if anybody's done the Instapot, if they probably know what that is, where you cook it for 5 minutes, you let it set for 5 minutes, and then you manual release and make it cold. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my lid. As you can see, I have my Rio back there. Go ahead and pressure cook. It's already on the 5 minutes. That's probably the last thing that was cooked. I don't have to mess around with any of my buttons. It just automatically turns on and it's good to go. Now, this usually, if you had other lids, there's like set, vent, and seal and all that stuff, but I don't have to do this. Now, I do actually use my Instapots always for hard boiling my eggs. To me, it's a lot easier. It's just really super fast and it works very well. They peel absolutely perfect, and that's what I like to do also, and I'll be showing you the peeling process. But yeah, I'm a little bit... I love my Instapots. I mean, I have 2 of these 3 quarts with an extra liner. I have 2 of the 6 quarts with an extra liner each. And I have only 1 of the 8 quart. I have 1 Instapot Max. And I have an Instapot Rio. So between Instapots and Ninjas, that's kind of like where my heart is, because I like those 2 companies. I do also like my June. They got really good customer service, and of course KitchenAid. But anyways, I will let this cook, and what I usually just do is once I hear this beep, I usually put a 10-minute timer on my phone so I know, to be out here so the eggs don't get all yellow and stuff, because that has a tendency to happen if you forget. So I will be back and we'll show you what the next step is. Alright, my 5 minutes is up. I'm going to go ahead, and there's not going to be that much in there. I'm going to have to grab a pot holder because the pot's going to be obviously hot when we go to lift this out. And I don't wait too long to actually do the peeling of the eggs. The lid came on, or the stuff is done, but as always, lift the lid away from you. There's nothing worse than, even though there's nothing to splatter you, is a steam burn. Alright, so what I usually do is I bring this over to my sink, and I take out that little pan and I dump out the hot water. And then I just go ahead and put in some cold water. And I try to get these kind of chilled off a little bit. And I'll dump this water like one more time once this gets full. And now this pan's obviously cooler because of all that cold water. I dump out the water again. And go ahead and shut off my Instapot. And these always usually peel incredibly good here. So I'm going to move that back there so you can actually see what I was doing. Alright. Now these are still going to be a little bit warm, but that's okay. And what I usually just do is I drop them in to the pan. And I like to have the water running a little bit. But as you can see, look how nice and easy these peel. I mean, beautiful hard-boiled egg. And as you can see, just peeling both of them, that the shells just peel just perfectly. Now to me, I mean, back in the day, before I had Instapots, look how nice that one peels. Before I had Instapots, I learned that you could actually steam them in like the steamers, you know, like the vegetable steamers. I absolutely love doing it this way, but I really prefer doing it with the Instapot. This is going to take no time at all to get all these eggs peeled. Some people use the shells for things, some people don't, and it's up to your preference. And that's what you will do. But I mean, you can see how easy all these eggs peel. I mean, the skins come right off them, or the shells come right off them. And then what I usually do is I let this set here probably for a good 5 or so minutes once I'm done with all the water on here. And I let that kind of dry off a little bit. And then I put them in a big zipper bag to go ahead and use. So here is all the eggs. That's just so easy peasy. That's it. I mean, that's all there is to it. I try to get as much water out of here as I can so it doesn't have that water sitting there all week as I'm using the eggs. So you'll have to let me know, have you done this before? Do you do it this way? How is the way that you like to hard boil your eggs the best? If you can let me know in the comments down below, I'd really appreciate that. And thank you very much for stopping by. You have a very blessed and wonderful day.